Hi there, thanks for stopping by today. I'm Marty from owingsart.com, and today we're going to take a look at the Pentel Arts colored pencil set here. These pencils are made in Vietnam. There's 12 to this particular set. They are six-sided pencils, or hexagonal shaped, meaning they're flat along the circumference of the pencil. That way you can lay them on a tilted work surface or a slanted artist table, and generally they won't roll off. That's why they have the stop sign shape. These are nice, pretty nice pencils to the look and feel as you take them out and set them down. The cores aren't as thick as more expensive pencils, or even some more inexpensive pencils like the Faber-Castell Max Eco pencils that I just reviewed on the channel not long ago. I encourage you to go check those out, as well as the Crayola brand crayons and the prangs, which I've also reviewed. Anyway, you can see the colors here. They're not marked on the pencil, so I'll read them off to you and mark them later on the page here. But you get a red, orange, a peach color, a couple different kinds of greens, a violet, a couple different kinds of blues, a light blue and a dark blue. You get an Indian red, a black, and a yellow. So that's pretty much the 12 pencils in the set, and you can see here by looking on the pencils here that the colors aren't marked on the pencil. There's a number on them that's stamped into them, which I find curious, because then you have to go to the website, try to find a color chart, then match the number to the color to figure out which color is in your hand. Now, the color of the pencil is ordinarily the color that you're going to get out of the core, but not always, and sometimes shades can be a little different. And if you're colorblind, guess what? You'll have no idea what some of these colors are. So I encourage pencil manufacturers, as I always do, to please print the color of the pencil on the pencil itself, and do it on the end that won't be sharpened. That way the color name will stay put there for a considerable amount of time. So in today's demonstration, I'll try out each of the colors. I'll check blendability, erasability, layering, just the basics that you would use with any colored pencil, and really put them to the test and see how well they hold up. I'll start here with the bright yellow, and then we'll go through each of the colors subsequently in a time lapse, and then I'll sit down and we'll execute the drawing itself. So here we go, beginning with the yellow. And you can see here the color is not bad. It's not as vibrant as you're going to get with a higher end pencil, but still pretty good. Comparing these to some of the other pencils I've reviewed recently, the Crayola, the Faber-Castell Eco Max, and the Prang pencils, these aren't bad. They're not great, but they're right in that range, I'd say, more with the Crayola or the Prangs. The Faber-Castell, which you can check out too, were pretty exceptional for a lower end brand pencil. So here I'm just going to try layering the color, this blue. So that's one layer, this is two layers, and we'll go three. That's 1, 2, 3, and then we'll do 4, 5, 6, and then 7 right here. So that's 7 layers of the color, and what I'm looking for there is any blooming, because these are wax pencils and I didn't run across any blooming, so that's a good indicator that the pencil is, at least the pigments and the wax are in there put together pretty well, or there's some quality anyway. Next thing I'm going to do is a still life here. I mentioned that still lifes are pretty easy to do. You just find some pieces of fruit or objects in your house, you sit down and you try to draw a picture of what you see. So here I had an orange and an apple laying around, so I thought I'd start with the orange. Now, one thing here I'll do is I'll try layering the color in before I do any serious blending or take a blender to these. I think you want to wait until you do that with these lower end pencils, mainly because I think you'll get a better end result by just layering the color rather than trying to blend it early on. If you blend it too early and then you add color over the blended color, you'll start to notice you'll get some blooming and a waxy appearance, a sheen that will it will make it difficult to continue to layer. So blendability here, you can see I'm blending some yellows in with some oranges and reds here, and they blend nicely. I mean, not outstanding, but again, $2.99 US, you're not going to break the bank. Pretty simple drawing pencils, student grade or for kids, very serviceable so far. Again here, going back in, layering color with the orange, and so as not to blend or create an opportunity for blooming to happen. What you're seeing at this point represents many layers here and a multitude of different colors, including some browns, blacks, reds, yellows, even some blues in the shadowy areas, just to add that coolness to the shaded area. So here you can see the pencils do pretty well in the layering aspect, but once I start to blend them, I definitely saw some blooming. And you know, that's not the pencil itself's fault necessarily, it's maybe the way I was blending or whatnot. So here you can see I'm using a Derwent blender just to bring some of the color together. And as I work into it, you can definitely tell that these aren't made maybe the way more higher quality pencils are made, where you're not going to see the sort of blooming that you're getting here, or I guess the waxy sheen off these colors. But still, nonetheless, again, I would say, you know, not terrible at all. And for the price you're paying, your expectations should be a bit lower. So just continue on with this drawing here until I get it just about where I want it, and then we'll wrap up. I'll tell you a little bit more about what I think of these pencils and where they might belong in your art material supplies. Well, as a more practiced colored pencil artist may notice, I am a long way from being a master of the instrument. Don't claim to be a colored pencil master, but I do practice with them quite a bit. And one thing you begin to learn as you use colored pencils is that you have to be somewhat patient. If you're somebody who's in a big hurry to get to a finished product, depending on the quality of the pencil you're using, you might be disappointed, because you do have to be patient and layer and layer. And the lower quality pencils, the more you're going to have to work at that to get the colors as rich and as vibrant as you want them to be. And sometimes even then, you're just not going to achieve the desired result using a cheaper pencil. But that said, I was not disappointed at all with these Pentel Arts pencils. They're good. They're not as good as the Faber-Castell Max Eco pencils, which are a couple of dollars more expensive, but for some people that's worth the money. Overall though, I liked these pencils. They were fun to use. They did a little bit better than some of the other lower end pencils I've used. And I'd put them sort of in that quality family of student grade, you know, good kids pencils, great for some light sketching. So that's a look at the Pentel Arts colored pencil set, 12 to this particular set. I hope you've gotten something out of this. If you have, please share the video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and leave a comment or a question if you have one. I'd love to hear about your experiences with these or any other colored pencils for that matter. And well, thanks for stopping by today. So long for now. This has been Marty for owingsart.com. Have a great day.